Welcome back to the Leaders Impact podcast. I'm Coach Genevieve, and today we are diving into one of the most crucial traits of successful leaders: character. We are still in our book, Developing the Leaders Within You, of Dr. John C. Maxwell, one of my first and favorite mentors in leadership. So leadership isn't just about skills or strategy. We know it, right? It's about who you are when no one's watching. Like it's about truly credibility, integrity. So characters has a lot to say with that. As John Maxwell saying in Developing the Leader Within You, in the third chapter, which talk about character, he said that it's the foundations of leadership. This is deep and serious, right? Character is the foundation of leadership. Without it, even the best skills can't carry you forward sustainably. It's not possible. You won't go far without character. All right, so let's talk first about why character matters. So let's start with the big question. It's a big question, right? Why does character matter so much in leadership? I think it's very simple to explain. And Maxwell emphasizes that people follow leaders they can trust, leaders who are consistent, and leaders whose action align with their values. Think about it. Would you follow someone who speaks one thing but does another? Probably not, right? That's why character isn't just nice to have. It's a non-negotiable. It's a non-negotiable trait. So, character is actually what builds credibility. It earns respect. And character can create a foundation that allows a leader to inspire, to influence, and develop others. It's all in the character. And here's a key insight. Your character actually is revealed in small moments. In the decision you make, the way you talk, the way you handle situation, and the way you overcome challenges. Your mindset, who you are. Okay, so it is the small things that you do very naturally that no one else sees. The promises you keep, the integrity you demonstrate, even when it is inconvenience. This is character. So let's think about that. So let's take a moment. What's one area where your character have been tested recently? Did your actions reflect the leader you aspire to be? Who do you want to be? And how are you acting in any situation of your life will determine your character. So let's go into a second point. This point talks about the pillars of character. So John Maxwell talks about several pillars that make up a strong character. Okay, so we're gonna highlight 3 of them that I found essential. The first one, of course, is integrity. Doing what's right even when no one is watching is the best definition of integrity. So for me, integrity isn't situational. No, it's not a convenience. It's a commitment to your value. It's a commitment to your value. No matter what, this is what you think is right. This is what you believe in. This is what is your value. And you will do it no matter what. In front of everybody or even when nobody is watching. That's the first pillar of character. Okay? Integrity. The second one that I love also is courage. Courage, and I truly believe it because character shows up in tough moments. So, standing up for what is right, facing difficult conversation, making the hard decision is not for everybody. You really need to have the gut and the courage needed to handle those situations. So these moments define your character, okay? More than any praise ever could, right? Your courage. How does your courage manifest when you face difficult? Actually, we can talk about a leader's character when everything goes very smooth, right? But actually, difficulties are not on our ways to, to break us down, but to break us down, but actually to reveal who we truly are. Right? That's why courage is really something that is manifested when in difficulties that actually can let your character be seen and appreciated as a leader. Right? And the third one, which is also very important for me, is humility. Humility. This is so hard to see now in like outside like this in many people. People think that being a leader actually means to be very, very happy of ourselves and talking about it whenever it is the occasion. But humility is, for me, a very deep part of your character that makes you the great leader. And I will explain it like this. Leaders with humility recognize they don't know everything, right? They are always in a learning position, curiosity and respect to others' point of view, opinions, right? Ideas, ready to learn, ready to listen, right? This is humility. It takes humility. Right? For me, the being humble means they are willing to learn, to admit also their mistakes. They know that they don't know it all, right? And to give credit where it's due. This is so important. Like, so many leaders are out there and talking about things, presenting and, doing things that everybody will applaud them, but they will never give credit to those who works with them. For me, the great leader is someone who shows that I have this blessing to be surrounded by very valuable people, and I know how to manage their strength so that I can today come and present to you something that is amazing, right? And one of the things that I truly love in our Maxwell Academy is that one of our main motto is that we are people of value, adding value to others. It's very important to value people. John C. Maxwell is one of my first and favorite mentors, and he said, well, the second, like the first is Jesus Christ for sure, right? And he always said that you need to value people. It's very important. And for me, humility is that the ability to value other people, to give credit where it's due, right? And this builds trust and loyalty in teams. So here's the truth. Skills may get you in the doors, but character keeps you in the room. Yep. If you want to go somewhere, if you want to read something, skills can get you there, but character will keep you growing in. So Maxwell says, people may follow a leader with great skills for a while, but they will follow a leader with great character for a lifetime. Right? So, which of these pillars do you feel strongest in? In which of these pillars you feel stronger in? Which one needs more intentional development in your leadership journey right now? Just say it in the comment, and please reach out to us. We will love to help you grow in this with this character trait and help you discover your strength with our leadership program and communication and strength management program to help you develop those character trait, right? So my other point is that how to develop then character. It's good to say that, yeah, all these things are things that I love in leaders' character, but how can I develop all these things? So The first thing is that we need to develop consistency in small things. This is a character is not built in a single big moment, right? Like, wow, you go to our Maxwell IMCs and boom, you got the right character. No, character is built daily through small intentional choices. Show up, keep your word, honor your commitments, right? And self-awareness and reflection. I love this point because we are growth catalysts as specialists in helping you develop awareness about your strength, right? Your communication skills, your leadership styles, and helps you develop it to make an impact. So, self-awareness and reflection. Take time to reflect on your action, your decision, and your motivation. What motivates you the most? Do you know that? Ask yourself, does this choice align with my values? Maybe you can be confused about that as a leader. You have so many things to take care about, and sometimes you can get a little bit confused about what I really want, what really motivates me. Why do I make this decision? Please reach out to us, leave a comment. We will be glad to help you grow in this area, right? The other thing is learning from failure. Every leaders make mistakes. Everybody, like leaders, or I don't know if you're a leader in a house, in a company, of your own life. Every leader makes mistakes. So character grows when we face our error, when we take responsibility and choose to act differently next time. This shows intentionality, right? And growth mindset. And the last thing that is also very important for me is that surround yourself with accountability. Surround yourself with accountability. A strong character is strengthened when we are answerable to others. Like, seek mentors, coaches, or peers who will challenge you to stay true to your value. People who will remind you, right, your promises and your vision. Like, they will truly challenge you to everyday progress in your best version, right? So think of a recent decision you made as a leader. Did it reflect your values fully, or were there compromises? What can you do differently next time? What can you do differently next time? So my last point is some practical example and stories. Let me give you a story. I remember working with a leader who faced a crisis in her team. All right, so she could have avoided accountability and shifted blame, or taken the easy way out, but instead she showed her part of the challenge openly and communicate with her team and led it with transparency. And her integrity, courage, and humility didn't just resolve the crisis. Actually, her team were inspired to follow her loyally because they knew that, this lady is truly transparent, honest, and they were just inspired by her integrity. They feel safe with her. Like, this lady, we know where she is leading us. When it is right, she will tell us that it's right, and when it is wrong, she will tell us that it is wrong, because she can do it for herself first. That's the power of character in action. It's visible in real life moments where others are watching, and even when they are not. Right? So my conclusion to this episode of Leaders Impact podcast, talking about character based on the books of John Maxwell, Developing the Leaders Within You. So here's your takeaway for today. Character is a cornerstone of a lasting leadership. All right? Skills can take you far, for sure, but character will take you further. So start small, reflect often, and surround yourself with accountability. All right. So, if today's episode resonates with you, if today's episode resonated with you, I invite you to take one intentional action this week that will strengthen your character. I don't know, maybe it's keeping up promises or having a tough conversation that you keep avoiding, or reflection on your daily choices. How you make decision. Why did you choose this and this? Does your choices reflect your value? Right? So, and remember, leaders aren't born. They are developed from the inside out. That's your impact. All right? So, thank you for listening to Leaders Impact podcast. So, if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, share with a friend, and leave a review so we can continue inspiring leaders worldwide. Right? So, until next time, keep growing, keep leading, and keep making an impact. It was Coach Genevieve Quenum, your growth catalyst, in this new episode of Leaders Impact podcast, talking about character.